Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the very first Barefoot Pagan book review. I hope you're all really well. So, the first book that I've managed to read is called Glastonbury, Maker of Myths. Now, I bought this last year. I can't remember for the life of me how I managed to get to hear about it. It could have been on one of the groups that I'm in, and they said it's a really good read if you're really into Glastonbury. So I looked it up, and it's written by a guy called Francis Howard Gordon, and it's published by Gothic Images, and I bought it through a website called Brit Books Limited, so I'll pop the link down below. Basically, it's a website that does second-hand books at reasonable prices, and some of the stuff they do is out of print, so if they've got it in, you can have it. So basically it's really not a very thick book, as you can see, but basically it gives you the history of Glastonbury. So we go through things like the Tor and the Chalice Hill, and the Chalice Well and Waverley Hill and the Abbey, and then we've got the other things like Glastonbury Zodiac, Gog and Magog, the Lake Villages and the Abbey Barns and the George and Pilgrim Hotel and St John's Church and St Mary's Church. And basically it gives you a history of each of them, i.e. the tour, so it gives you a history of it, and then it also comes up with things like the myths and the legends that have come with it, that have built up over the years. It's quite an interesting little read. It didn't take me too long to get through it. I would say a week maybe, on and off. Where Y'all Hill. Again, it gives you the information on the hill and also the myths and legends that came with it, and the Abbey. So it tells you all about, and the nice thing about it is as well, many of the sites here, he's put opening and closing times in. I mean, they may have changed over the years because this book was written in 1982, but it's, you know, you can check on the internet. Brings in a lot of Christian traditions, and how the Christians sort of took over the Abbey and the Tor and made it their own, and how today it's become a pilgrim for the spiritual and the pagan. I mean, there's the Abbey Barn. So yeah, Georgian Pilgrim, Mary's Church, and then at the back it gives you a map of all the places that are mentioned in the book, and where you can find them, which is quite interesting. And then we have the diary of events, so you've got all the things that happen in and around Glastonbury, and then there's also ancient festivals, so it tells you when our festivals are. But yeah, it's quite a nice little book. It's quite easy to read, and it's very informative, and it weighs up the pros and cons between the myths and legends and what really happens within Glastonbury. So, lovelies, as you can see, it's called Glastonbury, Maker of Myths. If you can hunt it down, it's well worth a read. So I hope you all have a blessed Thursday. Please look after yourselves. Remember, if you're struggling, please reach out. Somebody's always there to help you. Look after one another. And if nothing else in this world, please be kind. You don't know what that person who stood next to you, you have no idea what they're going through. And as always, I'm sending you all much love and many blessings.